What it do, YouTube? It's your boy MB, ready to do the daily breakdown of the S&P 500 on the futures market for Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. And man, what a crazy bull rally we had today off of NVIDIA earnings. So I'm going to break it down for you real fast, starting with the overnight session. So market closes yesterday, reopens up at 5 o'clock, and we immediately start to push up. We get a pullback to VWAP, and then a bounce right off of that. So right around 9 o'clock, one of my friends texted me that he wanted to go long if we got back at 29. And I told him, I was like, man, if that happens, I honestly think that we're just going to blast, fall down pretty hard because we had this insane rally. But the more that time went on overnight and the more I looked at it, I was like, you know what, he may be onto something. So I text my chat saying that 50-50 would be the target going into tomorrow. But the way that things were looking overnight, we probably would get there by the time we woke up. And that's exactly what happened. So we blasted through the supply zone. We retested the 30-day moving average, and then we got above it again. So this previous supply ended up acting as resistance. This previous supply ended up acting as support for today. So let me get into the price action for today. So around 5 in the morning, we hit all-time highs, and that acted as a rejection. So we got a little bit of a pullback into this demand area, which was created at 5 in the morning from this big buyer that pushed the market up. So it acted as support at 7 in the morning. We got a bounce here. And then again at 7:30, and that buyer was still present. So it pushes back up. And then we formed a bit of a double top right before market opened. And I was kind of expecting that. I was like, I think before market opens, we'll retest this demand zone before moving back up. So I ended up having a long entry right here at 50.57, but I decided to be cute and have my stop super tight. I figured that this would hold and we would bounce right off of that. And at first it started to work. I was up about 4 points, but then it just came crashing down. So blasted right through my stop. And then, like I said before, previous resistance was acting as support. So we get the bounce here right off of VWAP. And this is where you get play number one, where you have about a 20-point move in the matter of 10, 15, 20 minutes. And had I had my usual stop loss of 5 points, I would have never gotten stopped. So that was a bit of a learning lesson for me, just a reminder to stay humble and respect the markets and follow my strategy and not try to get too cute. So that was the first of my mistakes from today. I'll go over the second one later. But anyway, so we blast through this all-time high, make new all-time highs, and we start to consolidate on a 5-minute. And so normally there's two types of bull flags. You have the bull flags that are, you get the pull, a pullback, and then the move to the upside. Or you have the pull and then a consolidation phase where it eventually goes back up to the upside. And so we had the latter, the second option, where we consolidate sideways for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes before making the move to the upside. So I take this long here at 70. Excuse me. I take a long at 70. I'm up about 7 points, and I'm like, boom, this is going to work perfectly. So my target for this would have been around 91. If I move it here, 91 was my target. But I knew that if we got to 91, we were probably just going straight to 5,100. So I texted another friend saying that 5,100 was my target, and that was working out for a little bit until we had this pullback. So we get this pullback here, and I'm starting to get a little bit worried. At this point, I go from being up $800 to down 300, and I was like, man, I'm about to get stopped out. I was kind of worried about that, but we ended up not closing below this crucial spot here. So this was our support zone, and we never got that 5-minute close below it. So this bull flag never became invalidated. So although it looked really ugly where we had to move like this, and the pullback, it was still on pace to go up to 90. It just looked a little bit funny. So we come back up here, and then I get 10 points. And this is where I was like, you know what? We're at all-time highs. I almost got stopped out the bottom. I'm up 10 points again. Let me not be greedy. I'm going to take profits. So I ended up selling here. So that was mistake number 2 for me. I had a bit of the itis today. First was overconfidence, and then it was fear, not being able to hold until my targets. So I thought I graduated from LBS, which is a little bit Syndrome Academy, LBS Academy, but it came back today with the vengeance. So it's always just a learning experience. I was mad about it at first, but now the day's over, and I know there's going to be plenty of more opportunities, so nothing to worry about. But it ended up doing that. So we went to 90, and we weren't stopping anytime soon. So we blasted through 90, and then we ended up hitting another all-time high and finishing up at 51.07. So 7 points higher than what I projected, which was good and bad. I was right in my direction in my analysis, but just let fear get the better of me. And we ended up holding the 9 moving average the whole way up, and the 30 as well. We broke through it a few times, but didn't really get any strong closes below that. We didn't get that until this area here. So we get this push up, make an all-time high. Well, all these are all-time highs, but get the all-time high here. And then we have a pretty decent pullback right into this level here. So you have this wick to this downside, and then I move in average, and that's the same exact spot that we bounced here. So had you entered on this close at 94, you could have got the last 10-point move of the day, which if you're still trading at this point, you're trying to milk everything you can get out of the market. I should have been done. I was done. This is my last play. But had I taken this whole move, I wouldn't have even bothered about looking any further. But there was still money to be made. So play number 3 for the last 10 points. And I never thought that we would actually get a sharp sell-off. I remember having a day like this about a month ago where towards the end of the day, we got one last 10-point rally, and then from there we kind of just traded sideways. So that's exactly what happened today. We never got that pullback. And if you look at yesterday, after we closed above this trend line, we get the close above the trend line, and like I said, that just set us up for a major move to the upside. So both buyers are still in control. At this point, it's buy the dip and continuing to make all-time highs, and we'll see where this takes us in the future. Don't have any real projections. I know I've seen some articles about some firms saying 5,200. I did have a dream a while, like 2 weeks ago, that we were trading at 6,000. So, maybe in the next 6 months this year we'll end up there. But we'll see where tomorrow takes us. We don't really care where the market goes. We just play the intraday levels and go from there. So, all right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. I ended up the day up $300. Pretty sad when I could have had a lot more on this play, but it's all good. It's all a learning experience. So I will catch y'all tomorrow. All right, I love you.